Grounded Say YouTube. Like and subscribe.
In the world, doing everything you need to do. He a good father, he a good man, he a good husband, he go to church, you know what I'm saying? He love his wife, he take care of her, provide for her financially, provide for his kids, go to all his kids' sports games, all types of shit. They have a great home, great family in the suburbs. They have love, they got married when they were younger. Beautiful, beautiful life, right? And that man is going to one day find his wife cheating on him. And I think about that shit a lot because I ain't gonna lie, it's one of my top fears, bro. Like, not my top fears, but like my top five. And I was talking about it with my homeboy. And I was like, nigga, I worked my whole life and I'm still working so I can be a good man. So in the future, I can provide for my family, my wife, my children. We can be happy and joyful and under God and have love, right? Because that for me is the fucking, the epitome. Like, that for me is the peak. I ain't really grew up with that shit. So I feel like if I can see that shit in my own life, that is the peak goal. That is the peak of God's gift, nigga, outside of heaven. Like, on earth, that's the peak of God right there. Like, family, happy family, boom, right? So I'm like, boom, there's a nigga right now, right? Doing all the shit he need to do. He love his wife. They going on dates. He probably took out to a few vacations. Motherfucker, he probably giving her good dick. Who knows? I don't. He doing everything he can do. And she might just get bored and just say, I'm gonna just fuck this random nigga one time. And it's like, damn, that shit crazy because it's like you worked all this time to be this type of nigga, to be the best nigga you could possibly be. And I don't know if this is just a regular fear or if this is just my own fear. I feel like most men kind of got this fear a little bit because it's like, damn, for men, I think self-improvement is big. Like, we're told from jits, like from little ass kids and shit, we have to really self-improve and be better men, be good men. So it's like, bro, imagine you worked your whole life to be this nigga that finally is deserving of the family, the kids, under God. Like, you have it. Nigga, you have it. You're maintaining it. And your wife just get bored and fuck on some young nigga. It's like, damn, it's like, bro, that shit put a pit in my fucking stomach to just think about. Cause it's like, do I even want a wife? Like, do I even want kids? And I know I do, but it's like, bro, right now.
Man, listen, bro. So I 100% understand where you're coming from. I understand your worries. I understand, your fears and everything else like that. But this is part of the reason why I tell men, like, you can't just focus on a woman's looks. You can't just focus on a baddie. You can't focus on the things that your lust desires, bro. You have to vet a woman for her morals, her character, her family. You got to vet her on all of those things. And although I cannot name off a bunch of traits and guarantee you that this woman will never cheat on you or never leave you, I can't tell you that. You can at least find the ones with certain character traits that are more or less not more susceptible to leaving. Meaning you got some who will fight to the death to stay with you, but at the end they end up walking away. And then you have some who would just up and walk away as soon as they see trouble, or step out on you as soon as they see trouble. But the reality is men have to vet women more closely. You have to vet the woman. It ain't about how fine she is. Let's go underneath all that fineness and find out what's on the inside of her. But the reality is this, bro. Just like you invest in that stock that you might not get your money back in, just like that business that you're invested in that you might not see a return on, just like anything in life, bro, there's always risk. Marriage is a risk. You can listen, you can be with somebody who decides to leave you after a month. You could be with someone who stays with you till the day that you die. The reality is your relationship is only based on how much you actually put into it. And the reality is you only can control what you can control. I can't control what my wife does. If she decides to leave, she decides, like, I'm sorry. I can be the best man. I can do everything I'm supposed to, but at the end of the day, if she decides she don't want to be with me no more, she can walk out the door and be gone. But when I married her, when I decided I wanted to get married, I knew that was a risk. And that's a risk that I'm willing to take. I'm not about to sit here and allow a bunch of people or women and experiences from a bunch of other people. Trust and believe, I work in a manufacturing plant, and one of the things I hear most men say is, man, I wish I would have never got married. I'm not going to allow the experiences of other people to deter me from living my life. If that ends up being what I end up going through, hey, it is what it is. That was a risk I was willing to take. If it doesn't end up being that, then I have a new story that I can tell people. While there's a bunch of men out here saying marriage is the worst thing, I can turn around and say marriage has been the best thing. And so I understand where you're scared. I understand the heartbreak and things like that. But bruh, you have to realize you can only control what you can control. You be a good man, you be a good provider, you be a good father, you be there when she's emotional and she needs someone to talk to, you be her best friend. You be all of those things. And wherever the chips fall, let the chips fall where they may. Just be the best version of yourself that you can be. And make sure that you vet the person you plan on marrying. Make sure you vet them underneath all the baddie, the curly hair, the pretty eyes, the glowing skin. Vet what's underneath all of that.